I never thought I would be nervous about a blind date at 43 years old. My friend Karen had been pestering me for months to meet her cousin's friend, some woman named Rachel who worked in marketing and loved hiking. I finally agreed just to get Karen off my back. The coffee shop was busy that Saturday afternoon. I arrived early and chose a table near the window. My palms were sweating like I was 20 again. Then I saw her walk through the door. Not Rachel, but Emma, my boss Emma, the woman I had worked under for 3 years at Henderson Analytics. She wore a light blue shirt and dark pants. Her hair pulled back in that same elegant way she wore at the office. Our eyes met, and for a moment neither of us moved. She walked over slowly, that familiar confident stride, but something softer in her expression. "David," she said quietly, "I think we've been set up." I stood up too quickly and nearly knocked over my chair. "Miss Carter, Emma, I had no idea." She smiled then, a real smile I had rarely seen in our morning meetings. "Please sit down," she said. "This is awkward enough without you standing there like a scared intern." We both sat. The silence stretched between us. Finally I spoke. "Karen told me her cousin knew someone perfect for me. My sister told me about a nice accountant who loved old movies." Emma replied. "She failed to mention you worked for me." I laughed despite myself. "I am actually in data analysis, not accounting." "I know what you do, David," she said gently. "I sign your performance reviews." Another silence. But this one felt different, less awkward, more curious. Emma ordered tea. I already had my coffee. We sat there looking at each other like two people seeing something familiar for the first time. "Can I ask you something?" I finally said. She nodded. "Why did you say yes to a blind date?" Emma looked down at her tea. When she looked up, her eyes held something I had never seen before. Vulnerability. I had been divorced for 4 years. She said, "My kids are grown and living their own lives now. I wake up in an empty house, go to work, come home to the same empty house." My sister said I needed to start living again, not just existing. I understood that feeling more than she knew. My wife passed away 5 years ago. I told her. The word still felt heavy. Cancer. Everyone told me I needed to move on, but moving on felt like betrayal. Until recently, when I realized she would want me to be happy. Emma reached across the table. Her hand stopped halfway, then continued until it rested near mine. "I am so sorry, David. I never knew. I keep my personal life private," I said. "So do I," she replied. We talked then. Really talked. Not about quarterly reports or project deadlines, but about life. She told me about her daughter studying architecture in Boston, her son teaching English in Japan, how proud and how lonely that made her feel. I told her about my love of old westerns, my failed attempts at learning guitar, how I still set 2 places at the dinner table, sometimes before catching myself. The coffee shop began to empty around us. 2 hours had passed. "David," Emma said, her voice serious now, "I need to ask you something, and I need you to be honest." I nodded. "Why did you never ask me out?" The question caught me off guard. "You are my boss," I said simply. "I know professional boundaries matter to you. I see how hard you work to maintain them. And honestly, I thought you were completely out of my league." She laughed, a full, genuine laugh. "Out of your league. David, you have no idea, do you? No idea about what? How many times I have watched you in meetings. The way you listen to people. Really listen. How you always remember everyone's birthday. How you stayed late to help Monica finish her presentation when her father was sick. I have been trying to keep things professional because I thought you saw me only as your boss, just another corporate suit. My heart was beating faster. I see you as brilliant and kind, I said. Someone who actually cares about her team, who remembers that Tom's daughter has soccer games, who brought in bagels when you knew the company was announcing budget cuts because you wanted to soften the blow. Emma's eyes were bright. We have both been foolish, she said softly. Maybe, I agreed, but maybe we needed this awkward blind date setup to give us permission to see each other differently. She smiled. So what do we do now? Well, I said slowly, we cannot date while you are my boss. That crosses too many lines. Her face fell slightly. But I continued, I heard through the grapevine that you applied for the regional director position. Emma looked surprised. How did you know that? I pay attention, I said. If you get that promotion, you would not be my direct supervisor anymore. And if I do not get it, then I will start looking for positions in other departments. Because, Emma, I have wasted enough years not taking chances, not living, just going through motions. She was quiet for a long moment. I got the promotion, she said finally. They told me Friday. I start in the new role next month. I have not announced it yet. Now it was my turn to be surprised. Then, Miss Carter, I said with a slight smile, would you like to have dinner with me? A real date, not a blind 1 inch. Yes, David, I would like that very much. We left the coffee shop together, walking slowly through the late afternoon sun. Two people in their 40s who thought their best years were behind them, learning that sometimes life's greatest gifts come when you least expect them. And sometimes the person you've been looking for has been right there all along. You just needed to see them with new eyes. 3 months later, we were still taking it slow, learning each other outside of office walls. She loved my terrible jokes. I loved how she sang off-key in the car. Last week, she held yellow flowers, the ones I brought her, standing in her garden, looking at me with those same eyes that saw me in that coffee shop. And I knew sometimes you do not get a second chance at happiness. But when you do, when life offers you that unexpected gift, you take it with both hands and you hold on tight. If this story touched your heart, please hit the like button and share it with someone who might need to hear it today. Subscribe to hear more stories about life, love, and second chances. And leave a comment below telling us about a time when something unexpected changed your life. Your story matters, and we would love to hear it.